The Galactic Council always believed humanity was harmless. To them, Earth was noisy, emotional, and unpredictable, but never dangerous. For years, the Council treated humanity like a small species that could be controlled with rules, fines, and threats. And every time, Earth stayed silent. That silence became a habit. And then, a weapon. But on this day, something changed. A deep space listening post on the edge of Council territory detected a strange signal. It was faint, buried under layers of encryption, yet the signature was unmistakable. It was human. Officer Rellan, a young analyst, stared at the message again and again. It wasn't a distress call. It wasn't diplomacy. It wasn't even a warning. It was a countdown. No explanation, no voice. Just numbers slowly ticking down. Rellan rushed to the high chamber, but the Council only laughed. Humans. One elder said. They cannot even build proper star cruisers. Ignore it, Rellan argued. This code, it carries power readings. Something massive is waking up near Earth. But no one listened. The countdown hit 0. Across the galaxy. Sensors screamed. A ripple of golden energy surged from the direction of the solar system. It spread like a wave, bending starlight, shaking jump lanes, and throwing ships off course. Alarms echoed across dozens of Council outposts. Still, the Council refused to admit danger. Then the second signal arrived. This time, it wasn't numbers. It was a message, simple and chilling. We asked for peace. You answered with control. Now? We answer. The room fell silent. Moments later, a giant, unidentified object appeared on long-range scanners, bigger than any known ship. Its energy reading was off the charts. Rellan whispered the words no one wanted to hear. That is a human signature, and for the first time in centuries, the Council felt fear. The Galactic Council scrambled to respond, but confusion spread faster than their orders. Every sensor across the region repeated the same impossible result. The colossal object drifting toward the solar border was human. No species in the galaxy believed Earth could build anything close to this size. To calm panic, the Council sent 3 full fleets to investigate. Admirals claimed it would be an easy mission. Earth will surrender, they said. They always do. But when the fleets arrived near the solar system, the space around them felt wrong, too quiet, too heavy, almost like something was watching. The first commander zoomed in on Earth's orbit. His voice froze. Thousands of strange metallic shapes floated around the planet, silent, unmoving, like iron sentinels. Each structure pulsed with golden light. As if waiting for a command, the commander tried hailing Earth. No answer. Only a single message appeared on the screen. You should not have come. Static crept through every communication line. Suddenly, the silent structures awakened. Golden spirals erupted from them, spinning like giant rings of energy. Lightning-like arcs connected the shapes, forming an enormous network around Earth. The alien commanders panicked. What is this? One shouted. Their ships scanned the structure's results, came back unknown. The power levels were far beyond Council technology. Even dreadnought shields flickered from the energy waves. Then the darkness ahead of them cracked open. A massive golden ring formed in space, rotating faster and faster until light burst through. Something inside the ring moved slow, deliberate, unstoppable. A hull emerged, dark metal, sharp edges, towering like a moving mountain. A human dreadnought, larger than anything the Council had ever seen, stepped out of the Golden Gate. Every alien officer stared in silent terror as the ship's lights came alive. Humanity wasn't weak. Humanity had been waiting, and their fury was finally here. The alien fleets had faced hundreds of enemies before, but nothing prepared them for what came out of the Golden Ring. The human dreadnought drifted forward, slow and confident, like it owned the very space around it. Its hull was layered with dark titanium plates, marked with glowing symbols the Council had never seen. Blue-white energy pulsed through its frame like a beating heart. The Council commander tried scanning it again. Scanned result, unknown class, unknown weapons, unknown technology. Every line flashed red. The dreadnought sent a single request: open a channel. The commander hesitated, but obeyed. A calm human voice filled the bridge. "This is Captain Aaron Hale of the Helios Command. Stand down and leave solar territory." One alien officer whispered, "Helios. That project was cancelled decades ago." But Captain Hale's tone carried no fear, only patience. Dangerous patience. The commander of the Council fleet refused. "You are outnumbered, human. Surrender your ship." The dreadnought's lights brightened. "We will not repeat the past." Captain Hale replied, "You forced centuries of silence on Earth. We will never bow again." When the Council fired first, their lasers vanished into a shimmering blue shield around the human ship. Not a scratch appeared, not even a tremor. Then humanity fired back. One single blast, a column of white-blue light, shot from the dreadnought, cutting clean through the Council's lead warship. The ship exploded silently into dust. Shock spread across every alien face. Their strongest cruiser had fallen to one shot. Across the galaxy, listening stations captured the impossible message: Earth is no longer controlled. The human dreadnought moved forward, and the golden ring behind it churned again, preparing to release more ships. Humanity had risen, and the galaxy finally understood the truth. This was only the beginning. News of the destroyed Council warship spread across the galaxy in minutes. Entire star systems froze in disbelief. Humanity, the species everyone mocked for centuries, had just erased a full-size cruiser with a single shot. The Council tried to control the panic, but fear had already taken root. Inside the Council chambers, leaders shouted over one another. Some demanded peace talks. Others called for total war, but none of them had answers because none of them understood how Earth had become this powerful. Meanwhile, more golden rings opened near the solar border. Human warships poured out one by one, sleek cruisers, armored frigates, and titanic dreadnoughts that dwarfed everything in Council history. They formed a silent formation, glowing with blue and gold light. The Council fleets tried to retreat, but jump lanes failed. Space itself shook from the golden energy network Earth had unleashed. It became clear, this was no simple weapon, this was an entirely new kind of technology. A secret message then surfaced from a rebel species long oppressed by the Council. They revealed the truth. Humanity didn't rise alone. Many races had secretly aided Earth for decades, giving them resources, data, and old Council blueprints, because Earth was the only species brave enough to stand against the Council's cruelty. The Council's fear grew into desperation. They sent their elite guardians to block Earth's advance. These guardians were legendary. Their ships had crushed rebellions for generations. But this time, the guardians hesitated. Human dreadnoughts moved with unnatural precision, shields glowing like starfire. Their weapons hummed with a power beyond known science. One by one, the Council's strongest guardians fell. Humanity didn't pause. Humanity didn't negotiate. They pushed directly toward the Council's capital world. As Earth's fleet jumped closer, millions across the galaxy whispered the same terrifying words: "The Council is falling." The Galactic Council's capital world, Vora Prime, had never known fear. Its skies were always calm, its defenses unmatched. No enemy had ever reached it. Not in 1,000 years, but today. The clouds above Vora Prime trembled. A rumble echoed across the atmosphere as hundreds of golden rings formed in orbit. They spun like giant halos, filling the sky with blinding light. Every citizen looked up in horror as human dreadnoughts emerged from the glowing gates one after another, endless. Unstoppable, the Council tried to activate their planetary shields. Nothing happened. The energy grid flickered, then died completely. Earth had already overridden their systems. Panic surged through the capital. Leaders fled into bunkers, shouting contradictory orders. Soldiers gathered on defensive towers, watching the sky turn gold. Then the largest ship humanity had ever built descended. The Helios Prime, a dreadnought, so massive it eclipsed Vora Prime's sun. Its engines glowed like the heart of a star, and its shadow alone darkened an entire continent. Every alien watching felt the same terrifying truth: humanity was not angry. Humanity was righteous. A broadcast echoed across the planet. Captain Aaron Hale's voice returned calmer, colder than before. "We warned you. We asked for peace. You chose domination. Now, you will answer for it." Desperate, the Council launched their entire defense fleet. Thousands of fighters and cruisers shot into the sky. They didn't last 10 seconds. Human lasers tore through them with surgical precision. Missiles bent around cities to avoid civilians and hit only military targets. The Council's final guardians fell like sparks in a storm. Explosions lit the skies of Vora Prime as the Council's citadel collapsed. Under a single blinding strike from the Helios Prime, the galaxy watched in horror. The Council's age was ending, and Earth had become the storm that no empire could survive. When the smoke finally cleared over Vora Prime, the galaxy held its breath. The mighty Galactic Council and Empire that ruled with fear for centuries now lay shattered. Their grand towers had fallen, their fleets destroyed, their control broken forever. The sky, once filled with their banners, now glowed with the quiet light of human ships. Holding position, but humanity did not land as conquerors. They arrived as judges. Captain Aaron Hale stood on the bridge of the Helios Prime, watching the damaged capital spin slowly below. Reports came in: civilians unharmed, military targets disabled, no unnecessary deaths. Humanity had unleashed fury, but not cruelty. A transmission lit up the screens. The remaining Council leaders, defeated and terrified, appeared in hologram form. Their voices trembled as they begged for mercy. Aaron Hale replied with steady calm: "We did not fight to destroy you. We fought to end your rule of fear." Human ambassadors, protected by elite soldiers, landed across Vora Prime. Instead of raising flags, they raised hospitals, food stations, and emergency shelters. The oppressed species who once feared the Council stepped forward, joining humanity openly. For the first time in generations, the galaxy felt hope instead of control. Within days, the Galactic Council officially dissolved. Its symbols were taken down. Its armies surrendered. Its archives were opened, revealing centuries of lies, crimes, and secret experiments. Humanity established a new alliance council, built on protection, not domination. Every species had a voice. A great memorial was constructed on Vora Prime. A towering golden ring engraved with words that echoed across the stars. Power is not for ruling others. Power is for protecting those who cannot fight. As the Helios Prime rose into the sky, humanity began a new chapter. Fear had ended. Balance had begun, and the galaxy would never forget the day Earth stood up and changed everything forever.